Hi, my name is Dr. Jeanette DeWitt with DeWitt Physical Therapy and Wellness. And I'm here to talk to you today about 4 tips to help your golf score go lower and to keep you on the golf course all summer. The first tip is hip rotation, loosening up your hips and warming up. And all of these exercises you can do right on the golf course. The first exercise is keeping those hips loose. So you can have your golf club in your hand, but you're just going to basically rotate back and forth 10, 15 times just to start to go through your swing and loosen up your hips. The second tip is using your abs. And what I mean by that is not sucking in your gut. It's actually contracting a navel to spine approach with your muscles. So the way you do that is you put your hand on your belly, and when you inhale, your belly is going to come out. So I inhale, my belly goes out, and I exhale, and my belly comes in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and then when I exhale, I'm going to tighten up my abdominals, just like that. So inhale, exhale, tighten those abdominals. You can also feel that if you find your pelvic bones here in the front and come in slightly when you inhale and your belly goes out, and you exhale and your belly comes in, and you tighten those muscles, you should feel your muscles actually contract right underneath your fingertips. That's how you know you're doing the exercise correctly. If we combine that navel to spine exercise with our hip rotation, now our trunk is nice and supported. The reason that navel to spine exercise is so important is because it is your body's natural weight belt to support your back. For example, when you do that navel to spine and you bring those abdominal muscles in, the transverse abdominal muscle here acts as that front muscle contraction, and then these little muscles in the back that are on the same nerve loop as the transverse abdominis, these multifidi muscles will also contract. That front contraction and that back contraction create a stable core. And that's where core exercises come into play, that common phrase. It's because you're contracting your abdominals to stabilize your spine and your core. So your core muscles aren't just your abdominal muscles, it's these little muscles and your back muscles as well. So the first 2 tips again was to do hip rotation with that navel to spine. And then you do about, like I said, 10 to 15 rotations to warm up. The third exercise is to actually increase your trunk rotation so that when you take the bigger swings, you can swing through with good trunk rotation. On the course, you can put your golf club behind you and actually swing and rotate side to side. You want to definitely, I'll back up here a little bit in the video, you want to definitely pick your ankle up and your heel off the ground so that your hips and your back are rotating together. You don't want to twist your spine, you want to rotate. When you're not on the golf course, you can do a trunk rotation exercise. And when you're seated, you want to do 10 rotations to the right and then 10 rotations to the left. You don't want to go right, left, right, left, like that. You don't want to alternate back and forth because when you do that, you could start to use momentum, and then now you're twisting. And twisting is not what we want. We want fluid rotation. The fourth exercise that'll keep you in the game and on the golf course with a lower score is tap around the clock. This is going to work your balance and hip rotation. And you literally are going to tap around the clock a few times. Now the key with this exercise is not to stand on one leg and let your hip drop. You want to stand and keep your hips and your pelvis supported. So again, you're using that navel to spine. And I usually say about 3 to 5 sets of those. And one set is around and coming back. But the key to that exercise is not letting the hip drop down as you do the exercise. You want to keep your hip nice, or your pelvis nice and stable. No dropping down. If you drop down, what's going to happen is it changes the angle that your shoulder is, because you've dropped down, and when you go to swing and your shoulder dips down, now that's going to affect how your club hits the ball. And that could explain why sometimes when you hit the ball, it goes in a different direction than what you're planning on when you are visualizing it in your head. I hope these 4 tips have been helpful. And if you would like more information or start a conversation on how you can improve your motion, your trunk mobility, your spine mobility, your abdominal strength, and your hip rotation to improve your game, then I welcome the conversation and helping you to guide yourself along the way to a better golf game. My name is Dr. Jeanette DeWitt, and you can find me at DeWitt Physical Therapy and Wellness. On the internet, it's www.dewittptwellness.com, or you can email me at jeanette@dewittptwellness.com, or you can strike a conversation with me by calling me on the phone at 262-842-2220. Thanks a lot, and have a great game.